finish your practice with appetite for more came from my teacher called David Swenson, and that was 30 years ago when I practiced with him. I actually learned Ashtanga yoga from David, and he is a very, very well-known teacher, very, very big name in Ashtanga world. But at the time, he was still a young teacher. And just recently, I saw his another video, and in that he's saying, do your practice with 85% of energy. And I thought that's very interesting. He was saying 85%, because if you approach it with 95% or 100%, then you could enjoy yourself. So he's saying just have something of a reserve of your energy so that you can modify and watch your practice. So I thought this very, very interesting. So sometimes people come to my class. So I have many, many people coming through the door to my class. And often, sometimes people come with very much enthusiasm. They want to do 2-3 times a week. And they buy books. Maybe they enroll to online class, watch YouTube videos. So they're just so keen on yoga. They want to talk on yoga for a while. Then they stop coming. So I stopped taking it personally. Probably they moved away, or probably they found another teacher. These things happen. So that's fine with me. But sometimes wonder if people just give up on yoga. Because when you start yoga initially, or whatever it is, when you start something initially, it's very, very exciting. And with yoga especially, you find quite a big physical benefit at the beginning. So you really make quite a big curve at the beginning. Then it starts kind of a steady self. So you stop seeing so much benefit. So in other words, it just becomes a little bit boring. Because compared to sports, it's not that you have any competitions or you receive any certificate, not any form of recognition of your progress. So you're just constantly stepping onto the mat and practicing. And sort of sometimes maybe you don't see so much benefit. Then just things you start wonder. Sometimes you don't know why you're doing this, and it starts getting a little bit boring. But when you stop and think, you probably think something has shifted. For example, you may think, oh, my shoulder doesn't hurt anymore. Or maybe I haven't had a backache for a long time. These things when things improve, you don't always notice because you take it for granted, and that's not a bad thing. But only when you stop and look back, you realize actually things have changed. Sometimes it's actually steady things are boring, like a healthy diet. Healthy, balanced diet is boring. All this new nutritional scientific research comes out, and almost all of at the end of the day, it boils down to balanced diet. Stick to the balanced diet. That's the best diet in my mind. But it's really quite boring. It's much more exciting to go on fasting or eliminate certain things or eat a lot of one thing. This fat diet is more interesting and exciting, whereas steady, healthy diet is boring. So yoga can be a little bit boring in that sense. But you continue, then you improve certain things when you look back. And also, if you stop for some reason, you notice you don't feel all that great. So you start practicing again. So in that way, gradually yoga becomes part of you. It just becomes a very indispensable part of your life. So you may practice every day, or you may go to a class once a week or twice a week. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's just that you continue practice, you constantly practice, then that's, I think, when one becomes yogi. So I'm saying, don't overdo it. Don't be too enthusiastic. Just steadily approach yoga, steadily practice, and yoga will be with you forever in your life. Okay, I wrote this in my blog titled Finish Your Practice with Appetite for More. So if you go to my website, you can find the link. Probably I'll put it here somewhere. Okay, thank you for watching. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.